Boom Studios has done amazing jobs with the comics and will continue to do so with their next titles, Power Rangers Unlimited, Heir to the Darkness, where we see a young Astronema and young Ecliptor, but the one I am most excited for is the one after that, entitled Power Rangers Unlimited, Edge of Darkness, where we see the return of a familiar face to the Power Rangers universe. Could we finally see the identity of this Ranger? If you're new here, my name is Christian Ingram, better known as the Power Rangers Guy, and I'm here to keep you up to date on anything and everything happening in the world of Power Rangers while helping you catch that nostalgia vibe. Today we're going to be talking about the new comic coming out from Boom Studios entitled Power Rangers Unlimited, Edge of Darkness, which will see the return of the Phantom Ranger. Honestly, Phantom Ranger, one of my favorite, if not my favorite Ranger of all time. You know, he's up there. It's Phantom Ranger Andros. You know, I have a lot of favorites, but dude, when I heard this news that we were getting a comic about the Phantom Ranger, I about lost it. So, the Phantom Ranger was introduced in Power Rangers Turbo and only appeared in 7 episodes. And in those episodes, he gave the Turbo Rangers their rescue Megazords. And after that, you know, he went into space, and then we would later on see him in 3 episodes of In Space, where he would give the Space Rangers the Delta Megazord. And the last time we would see him on the show is in Power Rangers In Space Finale Countdown to Destruction, Part 1 and Part 2, where he's with the Blue Centurion facing, I can't remember who he was facing, but he was facing monsters. And that was really the last time we saw him in the Power Rangers universe. Of course, we did see him in the short film Power Rangers Legacy Wars, but I don't really count that. The Phantom Ranger has been one of the most mysterious and iconic characters in the Power Rangers universe. We never got to see who was under the helmet, and to this day, 20 some odd years later, we still don't know, so maybe this comic will take a deep dive into who exactly the Phantom Ranger is. Now let's take a look at the description for this comic. Answering Zordon's call, the Phantom Ranger investigates the aftermath of an Imperial attack, only to discover their connection to an ancient evil he encountered long ago, which may have finally returned to threaten the entire universe. It later says, the first full appearance of the Phantom Ranger in a story that will ripple through the Power Rangers franchise. So, with that being said, I do think that they will reveal his identity. Now, an ancient evil, that does mean that the Phantom Ranger has been around for a while. So, with that being said, there's no way it could be Billy or Justin's dad or, you know, some of the people it was rumored to be. So, the comic is set to release in June 30th of 2021, which is just a few months away, but I'm already excited for it. But there are some cool covers for this comic. Let's take a look at the first cover. So the first cover that we're looking at right now is the Phantom Ranger in the middle of a Tanga-infested wasteland. I don't know. This is actually a pretty decent cover, and he's holding a child. Who is the child? That's my biggest question. Who is the child he's holding? Whose baby is this? But overall, a pretty cool cover. I love the way the Phantom Ranger looks on the cover of this comic. So, in the next cover, we see the Phantom Ranger appearing alongside the Morphing Masters, fighting evil space aliens. Cool cover. I love to see him with the Morphin Masters, but does that mean he's a Morphin Master himself, or has some connection to the Morphin Masters? I don't know. Okay, so the next 2 covers we are going to look at are going to be the 1 in 25 cover and 1 in 50 cover. The 1 in 25 cover is actually really cool. We see, in my opinion, and one of my favorite villains of all time, Master Vile, alongside his kids, Rito and Rita, with Rita's Moon Palace in the background. So is this story going to have something to do with the evil Master Vile? I really hope so. Personally, I think they should have done more with him in the show, but it was never done. Now, and this is my personal favorite, is the 1 in 50 cover, where you see the Phantom Ranger in front of his spaceship. You know, I'm a nerd for the Phantom Ranger. I ordered a Nikki cosplay costume of the Phantom Ranger. Hopefully it'll be here within the next 10 years, but you never know. But this cover is one I'm hoping to pick up, and it's just so iconic. what I'm really looking forward to in this comic is seeing the identity of the Phantom Ranger, maybe his history, where he came from, where his powers came from. I know they come from the Ruby, but where did that come from? I'm just hoping for a good comic with the Phantom Ranger. I'll admit I don't read the comics like I should, but as soon as I get this one, instant read. But guys, if you want to keep up to date on the Lightning collection, click the playlist at the end. Stay more phenomenal.